Tonight, on the first and most likely last episode of Daisy Speaks, we will be sitting down with the world's most wanted man, David. I have the first question. You're from Poway, right? What's Poway like?
Poway, California is a town that is in San Diego County. It's very, not rural, it used to be rural, but it's very upper middle class with low diversity and low crime.
That sounds comforting. What's it like originating from a bubble town?
I mean, it's pretty great. I personally, a lot of people hate it, but it's because they're spoiled and don't know, they can't appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm really, probably shouldn't take my I don't know, I felt like really fortunate to grow up there. It's, at times when you're a kid, obviously it gets like suffocating because it's very small and everybody kind of knows everybody,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also at the same time, it's a community and everyone looks out for each other, more or less.
Okay, well, that's nice. It's like very kind of like 50s childhood movie, like everyone just knows each other.
I wouldn't go that far, but
Safety
yeah,
kind of
it kind of
thing.
is. Like you don't worry about walking home.
Yeah,
I guess
Mhm.
I don't. Maybe I'm just naive.
a little bit oblivious.
But we do have a gang.
The Walmart gang, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you elaborate on the Walmart gang?
Basically, there's this Mexican gang that
I don't
is.
take offense to that.
No, just. Is that what
Just
you're saying?
saying.
You
No,
do?
no,
Okay.
I don't.
That's how they're described. And basically, like, they did this one thing where, like, to get initiated, you have to kill a woman.
Yeah.
So they were gonna kill a woman at Walmart, at our Walmart, and nobody went to Walmart that Friday night.
Oh, it was just one Friday night.
Yeah.
Did anybody end up getting killed at Walmart?
No, there was police there. My mom still went to Walmart though.
Your mom went to Walmart.
Actually, I was with my mom.
Were you terrified?
I was a little terrified, but you know, we needed like cat food, so.
You gotta go to Walmart. There's only one Walmart in Poway.
Yeah, we live. It's cause it's only there's a Walmart, a Costco. We just got a Costco like 2006, just.
Is
10
there a
years.
Target?
There's a Target.
IKEA?
No.
Oh, yeah, you expected me. Okay, so what were your plans after high school? I know those were a little vague.
After high school, I planned originally to go to a California community college, and
Had you picked one out yet?
yeah, I was gonna go to it's called Palomar,
Mm-hmm.
and it's close. I could have driven there, but then I got a letter saying I got into this place, and the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
What had you planned to major in at this community college?
I was gonna do all the prerequisites to then transfer to UC. I was gonna go to UCLA because they have a really good film school. But yeah, I just decided to,
New York.
New York. Let's do it.
What's the song? How does your favorite song again?
What?
The Frank Sinatra song?
Start spreading the news.
I'm leaving.
I'm leaving today.
Okay.
I wanna be a bird.
So what are your plans after college?
After college, I plan to become a writer and director. I don't really know how to facilitate that,
Yeah.
but that's what I want to do. I know the VP, actually I haven't met him personally, but I've talked to him on the phone and
Mhm.
emailed him. I know the VP of the Weinstein Company, which is a movie studio that I wanted to work with, and it was just by chance that I met him. I met his son, who's dating my friend, who's Small World. So I'm hoping that's going to somehow cash itself in the future.
What movies has the Weinstein Company made?
They did a lot. They did, what's it, the one that just won Best Picture.
Which one?
It was about the priests. Spotlight?
I know. Okay, yeah.
Spotlight, they've done a lot. It's like they do all of Quentin Tarantino's films.
Mhm.
It's like basically their whole model is it's not like blockbusters. It's lower mid-budget films that are usually the art house films that are
Yeah.
significantly better than all the other
Kind
ones.
of like independent films.
Yeah,
They're
they're
significantly better.
pseudo-independent.
Yeah.
Because they still get Hollywood money and they're
Mhm.
like reputable, but they're not. They didn't like sell out to just add, James
Just make
Cameron, Michael
movies,
Bay
yeah.
orgy. No thanks.
And where do you plan to live?
So
this is an interesting topic for you.
I kind of thought I would model my whole career after two directors that have done this. My favorite director, Stanley Kubrick, he didn't actually make movies in Hollywood. He moved to England with his family, and there happened to be a movie studio there called Pinewood, and he just made all of his movies like as isolated as possible. He had a good friend of his who worked at Warner Brothers, so he had a way to distribute all of his films, and he would always get studio money. But he was very independent in that he siloed himself off from Hollywood, and he would just make all of his movies by himself with his family. And then Peter Jackson makes all of his films in New Zealand, and he just made his own movie studio. That's kind of what I want to do. I don't really like LA. I think it's superficial and stupid, and I don't want to have to keep getting Botox to like talk to people.
Yeah.
So my dream is to, because we have this thing called the Poway Business Park where I live, and I don't even know how to describe it to other people. So you have like the city of Poway, and then you have the mountains around it. They're not really mountains, they're hills, and that's called the Poway Business Park. And there's a lot of actual government contractors. It's kind of weird. We have this company called General Dynamics. I don't know if I should actually say this because they took their signs down during the ISIS attacks, but we have a lot of government contractors and like hyper-tech people, and actually the Nissan design studios in Poway. Nobody knows that.
Well, now we know.
Now we know. And there's a lot of businesses there, so I kind of want to buy up a bunch of real estate and build a movie studio.
In Poway?
In Poway.
Okay, so instead of moving to like New Zealand or England, you just want to stay in Poway?
Yeah.
Makes sense, comfortable.
Great place to raise kids.
I believe it, so. Okay, and when do you anticipate you will make your first film?
I've set a deadline by 27. I have to have
2027?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have it like completely done?
Yeah, it's gonna be released by 27.
Okay, so you plan 2027 is gonna be released. I'll hold you to that.
Not 2027. Like I have to be 27 years old.
Oh, you have to be 27 years old.
If I go over that, I blew it.
In about 7 years.
Yeah.
So.
Because I'm 19 now, so that's 8 years-ish, like 7.5 years.
Not really, you're turning
I know.
20 this year.
Yeah, so 7 years. I figured like most people make their first movie when they're like 32 or 35, and I wanted to like make my first film before that.
So, 2023. I'll be waiting.
In theaters, 2023. It's going to be called.
Coming soon.
Hopefully, it's going to be called College, and it's going to be
about your college experience.
Pretty much. I have a lot of material I can work with. It's going to be a lot of my ideas about things, and it's going to be marketed as uni, and and other places.
In England, pretty much.
Yeah, and Australia too.
So you don't plan to come back next semester, right?
I don't.
Okay. So, based off of that, is like your movie just going to be based off your experience here, or also like wherever you go next semester?
Well, the whole idea behind that movie I want to make, it's going to be freshman year.
Oh, so
and it's going to follow, it's not going to be just about this, it's going to follow like 8 different people who all were kind of friends in high school and now went to different colleges, and it's going to pick apart each person's experiences, because I have friends who go to places like Harvard, Northwestern, UCLA, USC, Berkeley. They all went to these crazy amazing schools, and I'm here. I'm not saying, I'm saying that. But
you must have another friend that's having a similar experience to you.
Well, no, the whole thing is they all had great times and really horrible times. My friend who went to UCLA, she thought it was going to be the best thing ever. She got really disillusioned the first 2 quarters, or 3 quarters. She hated her freshman year, essentially. Because she thought that when she got there, it was going to be different. Like, all the people were going to suddenly be smart and understand everything, which isn't true at all, and she thought she was going to get into the sorority she had been looking into, and it was just kind of this big reality check that she's not as...
The world isn't perfect.
Yeah, and it's not, she wasn't like
Out
as...
high school.
Yeah.
So, who do you plan to vote for?
Oh my gosh, that's a really difficult
question.
question.
Let me phrase it differently. Do you see, like, the way everything's going right now, do you see if it came to Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, would you see voting as choosing one of the lesser evils?
Yeah.
And which one would be the lesser evil for you?
Donald Trump.
Explain to me why.
Okay, basically, Hillary Clinton represents, I don't want to go too crazy because a lot of people don't believe this, but it's true. She goes to Bilderberg meetings, and essentially these are meetings that happen every single year, and it's this elite ruling class of people go to hotels in various European countries, and they set the agenda for the world that year, or what they want to do, and she goes to these. So she kind of, to me, represents everything that's wrong with just not only American politics, but the world and the establishment, and how rich ruling class people think they can control everything. And while Donald Trump is like a asshole, he like says he know a lot of stuff to get into the media. I don't know. He actually, the reason why I'm talking about this is he gave this speech yesterday about foreign policy, and it made a lot of sense, and that kind of freaked me out because it was very classic American foreign policy, which is what the founding fathers wanted. Like, don't get tangled into other people's affairs. Take care of America first, because we're the citizens. We're paying all these taxes, and just don't try to intervene in all these countries because we don't know how those people work. And it's like, just look at all the world events that we've intervened in the past 15 years, and we've kind of ruined everything. So I kind of really identified with that, but at the same time, I also really hope that doesn't come to play, because I like Bernie more.
Actually really agree with the foreign policy of the founding fathers.
Yeah.
I've always thought it was like the perfect thing, and then when they told us that they didn't stick to it, I was like, you just ruined us.
Yeah, they had this beautiful plan to just leave all the drama to the Europeans.
To George Washington.
And then people got greedy, evil people infiltrated and got into our government. And so that's why we're in this kind of weird, ISIS is attacking everything, but we can't attack ISIS somehow. I don't know, in this weird state.
What if it came down to Hillary Clinton and Ted Cruz?
Oh my God.
Because there's a possibility that will happen.
I don't think I would vote. I would write in
Okay.
I'd write in like Mickey Mouse or something.
What happened to writing it yourself?
I would write it myself. Why not?
Okay. That was intense. Yeah. Okay.
If that